we will move with our first speaker, which is Mr. Damon Barone, and he is speaking on agenda item number 5, the Administer of Oath of Office.
Greetings, Damon Barone, Alief ISD parent, taxpayer, and alumnus. One has to question why a male African-American state representative who resides in Fort Bend is continuously involved in school board elections here in Alief ISD. More importantly, why under that same state representative's continued involvement here in school board elections, does Alief ISD disproportionately discipline African-American males at a higher rate than any other demographics in the district, or why African-American males are 3 to 4 academic years behind in their education here in Alief. I'm disappointed because this same Texas Democratic state representative was on the news each night for 37 days in a row in Washington, D.C., allegedly fighting against the Democratic Party's so-called voter suppression actions by the Republican Party, only to return back to Texas and support election campaign fraud here in Alief. In the spirit of critical race theory, the audience would be fed the narrative that this male African-American Democrat is fighting against the male white Republicans and their systematic oppression of minorities. It is said that history has a tendency of repeating itself. Based on this political buffoonery that I've seen here in Alief, the second chapter in critical race theory is the House Negroes upholding the master's agenda to the detriment of the field Negroes seeking their freedom or trying to learn how to read. It hurts my soul to see this boardroom filled up with so many people of color tonight, many of whom are here for the first time and whom I will probably never see again until another Alief ISD school board election. State Representative Ron Reynolds, guests, and soon-to-be sworn-in school board members, I will close with this. In the past 2 years since the last Alief ISD school board election, the district has had over 50 school board meetings and district committee meetings. In the last full 4-year term of the elections, which tonight's candidates ran for office in, the district has had over 160 school board meetings and district committee meetings. My question is, why has this been the only Alief ISD board meeting which you all have attended? Chapter 3 of critical race theory starts with the person in the mirror, because right is right and wrong is wrong, and it doesn't matter what ethnicity you are, what your gender is, or what political party you align yourself with. Student outcomes will not improve until adult behaviors change. Tonight is a prime example of how politics have contributed to the demise of education here in Alief. I hope to continue seeing the faces of everyone in this room for the next 160 plus school board meetings and district committee meetings so that our students' academic outcomes can improve here in Alief ISD and we can stand shoulder to shoulder together while holding these elected officials accountable. More importantly, we can hold ourselves accountable for our votes and efforts to get highly qualified candidates elected. As I close, please pay close attention to what each candidate is sworn to uphold in their oath of office. Notice that it is not an oath to uphold the agenda of the district, nor is it an oath to support the unethical and sometimes criminal activities of Coach Henry David Chambers Jr., who plays the part of the plantation master in this chapter of Alief ISD's critical race theory, narrated by the Willie Lynch letter. If anyone would like to have a conversation with me regarding any statements of which I've made tonight, my telephone number, my home number is 281-752-6823. My cell phone number is 281-660-6752. Let me repeat that for the audience. My home number is 281-752-6823. My cell phone number is 281-660-6752. I'm Damon Barone, Alief ISD parent, taxpayer, and alumnus. Thank you.
At this time, the board recognizes Mr. Ronald Knotts.